What's up again, guys? Brian here at 3TR, and I got another solid episode of the People's Questions, episode 131. Like always, I would like to thank each and every one of you that sent in your questions and to jump right into them. The first two come from Muhal141, and you want to know what returning characters would I like to see return in Mortal Kombat 10. Okay, this is a little difficult because in terms of returning characters, the only three that I can think of off the bat, which we might see two of them, but we already know that Raiden's coming back. It's already been established that looks like Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade had a daughter. Not sure if they'll return. A lot of the main cast from the last game are already dead, so we won't see Kitana, we won't see Liu Kang. Really confusing how Sub-Zero is back, since both Sub-Zeros, actually died. I mean, one was turned to Noob Smoke, and the other one was turned to a robot, so how there's a normal Sub-Zero, I don't know. Maybe we might see Kano, he's a classic one. Not sure if they'll bring in Shao Kahn. Maybe we'll see Goro. I think they killed Goro in the last one. They're gonna have to come, I'm guessing they're gonna come up with some BS explanation for how they can bring some of these characters back, because in terms of classic ones, most of them were just killed off in the last game, so chances are, I'm guessing that this new roster is going to be probably a mixture of brand new Mortal Kombat fighters, which, I'm really interested to see who they come up with. Your next question is, do I like Tenshu series? I hope I said that right, and no, I've never actually heard of that myself. The next three questions come from Zach Jaime, and you want to know, who is my favorite author? I'm gonna keep it simple. J.K. Rowling, I guess. For Harry Potter. The next question is, what is my favorite book? In terms, this is a little bit hard because I'm not sure if this would be considered a book, but more of like something that was adapted into books. But I guess The Art of War, written by Sun Tzu, the book translation version, I guess. And my favorite book series, gotta go with Harry Potter. I think, like many others, it was like the one series that actually got us to read a lot, so I really haven't seen too many book series after Harry Potter that I've been too interested in reading. I mean, I'll do it if I need research, like maybe the Hunger Games, but that's about it, really. Next question comes from Frankie He, and you want to know, what movie series do I like the most? Oh, movie series. Series. I guess if I had to pick a series, I guess the Toy Story films. I think they're just perfect films in general. I can't really think of too many flaws. I mean, as much as I love Lord of the Rings, and I love the Harry Potter series, and I love the Dark Knight, each of them do have specific problems which could have made the film better, but I can't really think of any particular flaws with any of the Toy Story films that I would improve on. I'm just a bit concerned about why they would want to consider making a fourth one if they're still going to do that. Next two questions come from Mido5430, and you want to know, what is a movie I wish Hollywood would make? I really would like to see a movie where America is portrayed as the bad guys. I mean, all these action films, it's always some, British person or some American playing the hero trying to take down, like, the Middle East, some terrorists. I really would like to see a action movie taken from a different perspective, showing America as the bad guy. I'm not sure if there's any movies like that I'm aware of, but if there is, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm really interested to see what that would be like. And this actually plays into your second question, and you want to know, what do I think about Arab countries? Well, I have nothing against Arab countries. I'm not like some of these redneck, stereotypical Americans that think that all Arab countries are filled with terrorists. I know there's some very good people. In fact, I'm willing to go on record to say that some of the nicest friends I've ever had over the course of my life were Arabs. I know they're very, very religious there. However, it's just one of those sets of countries I just don't feel I need to ever visit. I'm sure there's a lot of Arabs that don't want me in their country, and, I don't want to anger them, so I have no interest in visiting these countries anytime. There's no need for me to go there, but, I'm sure they have their own viewpoints of beauty, and I have great respect for that. The next question comes from Giovanni Prasado, and you want to know, who would I cast as the Power Rangers? You know, Giovanni, I'm really terrible at this. I really have no idea who I would cast as Power Rangers. I have no idea. I'm not really big on following actors, so yeah, it's really I'm really not good at casting questions. The next 3 questions come from Bolo123, and you want to know, what is my favorite game that I have received from PlayStation Plus? I don't know, really. I actually don't use PlayStation Plus to get free games. Like the games they usually give away for free, I generally already own, so I can't really think of any. The next question is, how often do I watch anime? You know, I watch it a lot now that I have Netflix and Hulu. I don't really watch cable TV all that much, so, you know, all the time. The next 10 questions come from Mark Main, and you want to know, what is the point of school? What can just learn from movies and video games and from the news? Well, I think the point of school is to have experience of interacting with the outside world outside of your little environment. I mean, that's why I would like to go back into school, because, you know, being in the real world really kind of sucks. Next question is, do I like Batman with his short ears or long ears? His ears are no concern to mine. All types of bats have long ears and short ears. Bat's a bat, so I don't care what you do with his ears. Ears are ears. Your next question is, who would win, Chucky or the Leprechaun? Well, Chucky, since he actually has very creative ways of killing people, while the Leprechaun, his motives of killing are just comical. I mean, not like comical like Freddy Krueger, classic comical, like why on earth would he kill someone like that? But Chucky usually just gets straight down to the point. The next question is a little bit of a complicated question, and a little bit personal, but here I go. Do I watch porn? Well, let's see. 23 years old, had a good number of years in college with 3 roommates that were constantly screwing around all the time. The question you should be asking is, have I watched it? Yes. Do I watch it now? I really don't have time for it. After a couple of months watching it during college, it kind of just got repetitive and boring, and I just don't see the point of it. I mean, I guess some men meet their needs, but I've learned a good amount of self-control, so do I watch it much now? No, not really. I'm too busy with 3TR to even have time for that kind of stuff. Your next question is, what do I do when I'm bored? Work on future videos. That's about it, really. Your next question is, how do I feel if I pre-order Batman Arkham Knight when I get Red Hood? Well, I'm going to pre-order it. Unfortunately, I'm just a little bit upset that I have to pre-order it from GameStop, which, you know, the last game I had to pre-order from GameStop was Beyond Two Souls, and that was because I wanted the collector's case, so yeah. The next question is, have I seen the Tekken 7 trailer? If so, how do I feel about it? I am not a Tekken fan, so no, I have not seen the Tekken 7 trailer. Next question is, should movies and video games have numbers when they do have sequels plus maybe a subtitle? I know exactly what you're talking about. If movies don't have numbers, then unless you do research for later generations, they're not going to know what movie came first. So I think that it would be important to have numbers, but you know why they've gotten rid of the numbers, I have no idea. Like, who know? Like, what's the difference between The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises? Who knows which one came first unless you do research? So I think numbers should be added. And the last question is, oh wait a second, that was the last question. It just went a little bit longer. It's so yeah, I think they do need to use numbers in sequels. And with that, those are all the questions that you guys sent for this particular episode. I would like to thank all of you guys for sending in your really great set of questions. If you have any more questions that you would like me to answer in next week's episode, be sure to type them in the comments down below, but make sure you get them into me before next Wednesday, before I start filming this. And if you like this video, feel free to like, comment down below, and please subscribe to track me in my future episodes of people's questions. And like always, thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.